Across the Aisle segment tonight, incoming Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is at again, spreading a blatant lie about how she'll pay for her government-run socialist health care plan. Ocasio-Cortez tweeted, $21 trillion of Pentagon financial transactions could not be traced, documented, or explained. $21 trillion in Pentagon accounting errors. Medicare for all costs approximately $32 trillion. That means 66% of Medicare for all could have been funded already by the Pentagon, and that is before our premiums. Now, $21 trillion, that's a lot of money right there. There's just one problem. The entire Pentagon budget from 1789 to 2018 has totaled $18 trillion. The Pentagon yearly budget is approximately $700 billion. That's not waste, that's all of our defense spending. The numbers Ocasio-Cortez tweeted are just plain false. Yet, she is trying to build her platform, her argument for government-run healthcare around a lie. How can we expect her socialist plan to work? This is the question tonight, when she can't get basic math right. And if fake news is so important to the left, which they claim it is, where are they calling her out on this majorly fake news? With me now, Democratic strategist Jason Nichols. Jason, good to see you.
Good seeing you, Liz.
All right, Jason, this is clearly incorrect. Can the left admit that this is fake news?
Well, can I ask a question, and that is, why is the right so obsessed with Ocasio-Cortez and what she says?
She's one of our congresspeople. She is now an incoming congresswoman. She's part of our legislature. She's supposed to represent us. Her actions in Congress now impact our daily lives. That's why.
She doesn't represent you. You're from California. She doesn't.
Her vote makes a difference in my life. You know this.
Oh, but she's one of hundreds of congresspeople. She's a freshman congressperson. She's not on any committees, to my knowledge. It's just this weird obsession with this one congressperson. So
I'm pretty sure, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure votes for Obamacare, votes to confirm Kavanaugh, came down to just one vote in the House and the Senate, respectively, or just a few votes in the House and the Senate. It's a really, in my opinion, with all due respect, it's a very lame argument to say she's a freshman congressman, she doesn't matter. She's in the United States Congress. Of course we care about what she says. And what she said was false.
Tell me this then. Name 399 other congresspeople, since they're just as important as she is. But the right never talks about those other congresspeople. They just seem to focus on this one person. So yes, she may make mistakes. She may not. She's 28 years old or 29. But my question is, why is there this big obsession with her? I just don't get it.
Well, I just told you before, because her actions now as incoming congresswoman impacts our daily life. Every person in the United States Congress has a responsibility and a duty to think about everyone in the country, because their votes, the legislation they pass, impacts us. You know that. It's true for people on both sides of the aisle. You're right. She is in the spotlight. We live in a celebrity culture. We do pick and choose different people that we elevate into positions of leadership, whether it's actual leadership in the different parties or whether it's thought leadership. For better or for worse, Ocasio-Cortez is a thought leader in the Democratic Party. But circling back to my original question, why is it so hard for Democrats who claim that fake news is an epidemic to say, wow, this is a very serious piece of fake news, it is not true and not something to build our platform on?
Well, I think the first thing is because it's not news. I think one of the things is you all are making her news. I don't get that. That's my point. And there are many things that we could talk about in terms of Medicare for all and how to pay for it. I'd be glad to have that conversation. My only thing is you guys are focusing on this one person rather than the other congresspeople.
Not a person. I've never said a single thing about her personal appearance, her clothes, any kind of behavior. I would never do that to another young woman. I am purely focusing on her policies. She's suggesting a policy of Medicare for all. She cannot answer the question how to pay for it. She suggests publicly on a public platform a way to pay for it, alleging serious abuse in the Pentagon. Her numbers are faulty. Her premise is faulty, and I'm calling that out. I don't understand why the Democrats aren't. That is all.
Okay, so do you call out President Trump when he makes false statements and the 4,000 or 5,000 lies that he's made thus far? But you guys focus on her and one misstatement that she made, and she's really just a freshman congresswoman. You guys don't focus on anybody else. The celebrity culture, why propagate that? Why
I don't know. I think it's kind of sending to say she's just a freshman congresswoman, as if her opinion doesn't have as much credibility as a senior one. She's an incoming congresswoman. If she makes a mistake, all she has to do is say, I misunderstood that report, I was wrong. Or Democrats should say, listen, that's incorrect, but they won't. They can't criticize their own, even when their own is wrong. It's just a point I wanted to make. I think it's worth noting when Democrats are so obsessed with fake news all the time. Jason, I so appreciate our conversations. Thanks for coming on the show.